heading into motherhood, 3 years ago, there was this full reckoning. And while I was so consumed with kind of the logistics and the beauty of it all, of having this like ideal, birth, and learning what it's like to kind of, just own my body during pregnancy and all of the emotions that came with it and all the hormones that came with it, nobody really prepared me for the shock of the darkness that I would encounter. And looking back, I'm like, wow, that was postpartum. I mean, that's what everybody talks about. It's postpartum depression. I didn't really know that I was in it when I was in it. All I knew was my hormones were off. I was like literally a raging bitch, you guys, many days. I had not been in close proximity with elders around me. And so to have Ajit's parents, like fully, they were so beautiful and so gracious and really kind of were helping me and helping me nest in many ways because somebody needed to take care of me. And I felt like that was the first time in a very, very long time that I was reparented. And I don't think I knew how to receive. And as I say it out loud, I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, I didn't really know how to receive that love because for so many years of my life, I was the caretaker. I was the one, I'm a natural nurturer of my archetype, if you're a DC fan. But my archetype is very much that nurturer. And I'm constantly bringing people together, constantly taking care of so many people. So for me, it was really awkward and weird and odd. And I didn't even know how to receive that. So it came off as, I don't need the help. Oh, I can do it myself. Or I'm the only one that can do it this way. Instead of fully allowing and appreciating and saying, yeah, you know what? And you know what? Talking to some of my girlfriends about this, like this happens to a lot of super type A women who feel hopeless, who feel like they can't contribute, whose worth has only been defined by what they can do and contribute to the world. And that's big, you guys, because if we're not allowing ourselves to receive, because at the very, very, very deeper level, our worth is attached to what we do. And if we're not contributing, then who are we? And is our worth just defined by the contributions that we make? And can we be loved just by doing nothing? And I don't think I had ever experienced that before, that kind of love in a very long time, because I had to grow up so early. My aunts, bless them, but they gave me tough love. And when I was raised by like some matriarchs, my great aunt was a Leo, my other aunt was a Taurus and is a Taurus, and they're both super, super strong women. So I didn't get that feminine, nurturing love that now I was able to do and give to my own baby. But also I needed that support because in the Vedic sense of the 40 days after your baby is born, you have to replenish all of the things that your mom, that the mom has lost during childbirth and basically breastfeeding and all of the hormones and everything. And Ajit and I had to come up with our own agreements and boundaries. And, he was seeing me in a place where he obviously had never seen me with like my incredible amount of emotions, because it was also the grieving of my own mother who, couldn't be there, obviously, right? Because I lost her for, in a very young age and really reliving this. And so coming to terms with, wow, what is this identity? Am I a supporter now? And that felt really off because for a very long time, I'm like, oh my gosh, independent woman, feminine, woo, like all of the, just like all of the things. And then here I am just laying in bed with this baby for hours and hours on end. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything, because for the very first time, I was given that permission that it's okay to be, that it's okay to not do. In fact, you're supposed to rest. And we're conditioned at a very early age that we have to go, and do all of the things and be the leader and be ambitious and be. But this allowing myself to feel and allowing myself to just like rest and let people cater to me was absolutely foreign. I was even rejecting it. And that's kind of where that raging bitch was coming out of. It was like, no, I can do it myself. No, it was, wow, Neeta, like, yeah, they're catering to you because you are worthy. You are deserving. You can be catered to. You can be loved. You are loved. You are worthy just by sitting here because you just birthed out a human. And that took a lot of reconditioning and reframing and really paying a lot of gratitude to the women who stepped up in my life in the form of my mother-in-law, my aunt, and a lot of the females who were so vulnerable and sharing like, yeah, no, that's happened to me too. No, I lost myself too.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Brave Table.
Now, it would mean so much if you hit like, subscribe, and leave a 5-star review wherever you can,
as it helps us reach more and more people to have brave conversations.
You got this.
Until next time on the Brave Table.